So yesterday I talked a little bit about how things can happen to you, and the only thing you can really control is your own attitude. Today, I was thinking about it. That might not necessarily all be true. Sometimes your actions can have an effect on other people, but a delayed reaction type of effect. Not right now, not right away. So, well, the only thing you really can't control is how you feel about things. You can also have an effect on others with your actions. And sometimes it's slow, steady, incremental actions, little things. It might not be anything huge. And sometimes you have to change what type of person you are a little bit. Sometimes you have to change your methods. And I'll give you for instance, I'm the type of person, if I feel like I'm in the right in something, I will fight you tooth and nail to the death. I won't give up. But sometimes that's not always the way to win. Sometimes that's always not always the way to bag what you want. I'll give you for instance. I had a customer here recently that was just hard to deal with. I mean, really hard to deal with. Come time to pay me, he's putting me off, this and that, and I just wanted to get ticked off and tell him what I thought. I wanted to tell him, look, dude, this is what agreement we had. I've fulfilled my end of it. You need to pay me. And the machismo in me wanted to go off. I mean, I really wanted to just let him have it. And it would have got rid of some other frustrations that I have anyway. But I thought better of it. And I thought, you know what? My dad used to tell me, I won't say exactly how he used to say it, but he says, sometimes you got to kiss a little butt. Sometimes that's just the way it is. That's just the way life is. And you know what? He was right. I just went along with the program. I did what I was supposed to do for that guy. The last day that he was supposed to pay me, it's hot out. Of course, we're in San Antonio. It's always hot here. And he comes outside, and he's wearing his slippers and being all bougie about things. And he says, I can't believe I have to come out here in this heat to inspect this. I felt like telling him, you don't have to do nothing. Just pay me my money, baby. I'm out of here. But I knew that wouldn't get it done. I knew I had to massage him a little bit. I had to work him a little bit. And he paid me and whatever. Did I change the guy? No. He's still who he is. He is what he is. I didn't really change him. But I got accomplished what I needed to get accomplished without a bunch of grief. Even though it was a little bit grieving to me to have to do that to myself, to have to stifle myself, I did it. Okay, well, my son came to visit, or has come to live with me, maybe about a week and a half, 2 weeks now. And he did not want to come down here. It was not pleasant. He was not a happy camper, complained about everything. And slowly but surely I've seen a shift. Slowly but surely. Every day working with him on little things, incremental things. I didn't try and inundate him. I didn't try and hustle him right away and tell him, look, we're going to do this and this and this and this and this and this. I kind of gave him an agenda, kind of what I was looking to do in the long haul. But I didn't push him right away. I let him stay in his room, do what he wanted to do a little bit. Gave him a little bit of freedom. And I told him, I'm going to give you this freedom even though you haven't necessarily earned it until you show me otherwise, that you don't deserve it. Like, for instance, he wanted to go to a football game. I let him go to the football game. It was a local school, 7th grade or something like that. And then, like, the next day he wanted to go to a volleyball game. I let him go to the volleyball game. And slowly but surely I can start seeing a change in his attitude. Then we started working with the gloves. Started working on some combinations for boxing and things that I want him to learn, things that I want him to go after. But before that, I kept telling him, I gotta pick up these gloves and I gotta pick up these mitts. And he kept saying, I kept telling him, remind me. We'd get home and I'd say, you forgot to remind me. And he'd be like, it's too late today anyway, Dad. I don't feel like it, blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what happened today? We get home, he puts the mitts on, he's ready to go, or the gloves on, he's ready to go. He said, come on, Dad, get the mitts on, let's go. I said, we will here in a little bit. But I've seen changes. I've seen drastic changes. Then he tells me a few days ago, sometime last week, one of the teachers, somebody that was a watcher, I don't know what they call him, an onlooker or whatever. He had his phone out and they asked him for his phone. And he says, why? I'm not looking at it, I'm just holding it. And she took that as disrespect and whatever. And I can remember if I would have done something like that in school, I know what my dad would have done. I would have tried to explain myself, and he would have just, he thumped me upside the head and said, I don't give a rat's butt what you think. You do what that lady tells you from now on. And so that was my first inclination to do something like that. But I didn't, and I realized, man, this kid's just like me. He's just like me. If he sees something that is a little stupid or whatever, he'll call you on it. So what I did was I said, look, I listened to what he had to say, and I said, look, I understand how you feel. Was that person the smartest person in the world? No, but they're still an adult, and you still have to show respect. It's okay that you recognize that they're not the sharpest tool in the box, whatever, to yourself. But still, please show them respect, because you have a name to uphold. You're a Gonzalez, and I want you to uphold your name proudly. I want people to say that that's a respectful kid. Even if you see an adult do something totally ridiculous. You can tell me when you get home or whatever. And if something gets out of hand, I'll back you up. But meantime, I really would like to see you just toe the line, okay? Okay, so fast forward to this week. One of his teachers calls him in tonight and says, you know what, Dallas? Man, I can see the potential in you. Because he answered some history questions that the other kids couldn't answer. They come to him easy. He's just a good student. He's an A student, easy. He gets easy A's. He doesn't have to really work hard at it. And the teacher recognized that in him, and I could see a difference in him. And he tells me, Dad, I just want to help people. I just want to help people. I want to do good things and whatever. I want to show people that thought that I couldn't, that I can. Man, I can't tell you how that felt. Because when he got here, I was a little overwhelmed. It was a little overwhelming. I still don't have things the way I want them. I still don't have my house situated the way I want. I don't even know that I'm going to be able to stay here, or for how long, or what's going to take place. And when I got here, I was sleeping on the floor. I had an air mattress. That was it. Now things have gotten a little better. I mean, I'll show you briefly, and I show you this only because I want you to get an idea. When things overwhelm you, when things start happening, you think you're never going to get on your feet. You think that you have to do everything all at once. You don't have to do everything all at once. It could be one simple thing. It could be several simple things that add up. And I'll show you kind of what I mean here. Okay, it went from an air mattress to... This is nothing spectacular. But at least now we got a little couch. A little place to watch some TV. Got my kitchen set up. Finally picked up a microwave, you know. Got my bathroom set up where got a place for our towels finally. Got the bedroom set up, my bed. And then Dallas is staying in the second little room back there. So things are coming together. But from sleeping on the floor by myself, and I really wasn't too worried about accumulating anything or really getting things too situated, to him coming down here and changing things. But things have happened. Today I got a few simple phone calls from people that I've done work for in the past that needed help. Am I going to make a lot of money off those jobs? Probably not. I don't know, put a little food on the table, but I'll get to help somebody. I'll get to see some fruits of my labor. And I'm telling you, that's a good feeling. So when things start to snowball on you and it feels like you're never going to get on your feet, and it feels like people aren't paying attention to you, they're paying attention. They're hearing you. My son was hearing me. I let him drive in to the property every day from the oil. We swap out. And the other day we had the trailer with us, and he says, "You don't trust me to pull the trailer?" I said, "All right, I'm going to let you pull the trailer." And he did. And he handled it, and believe me, it's not easy to get in here. I've seen adults get stuck in here in the sand and whatnot, and he pulled the trailer and did it, and maneuvered it, parked it where I wanted to, and the whole business. So he's learning. But I kept those lines of communication open. I didn't give up. Same thing I did with that customer. I didn't give up. I didn't knuckle under. I did what was uncomfortable for me. And sometimes you have to do some uncomfortable things for you to move your life along, for things to progress, for you to get what you want out of it. So don't give up. Don't ever give up, like I said yesterday. I feel like Jim Valvano a little bit saying that, but it's so true. Don't ever give up. It's the little things that add up. The little things make that make incremental changes that make the huge change. I remember years ago I used to work for the railroad, and they had I don't know if they called it the roundhouse or what, but they had this big old wheel that they would pull up a locomotive on, and then it had gears underneath that moved, and it would move that whole locomotive around so that they could flip it fast. But if you got underneath there and you looked at those little teeth and all those gears, man, it was amazing. One big thing couldn't move by itself. It just wasn't going to happen. One big tooth or three big teeth or whatever we're going to do it. But you put a whole bunch of little teeth in there and a whole bunch of gears, you can move something really, really big. And it's the same thing with your life. If you move things slowly but surely and you don't give up, even when you're getting some resistance. Like my son gave me resistance. Customers have given me resistance. People in my life have given me resistance. But I stay steady and even. I used to tell my salesmen, you don't have to push people. Just steady, even pressure. It's like, look at the Colorado River, what it did to, what is that place called in Arizona? The Grand Canyon. Slow, steady, even pressure. It just cut that canyon down. Now it's a beautiful place to visit. You wouldn't probably a billion years ago or however many years ago, you wouldn't known that land could change like that. But it has. So it's the same with your life. Steady, incremental little changes will make a huge difference. You just have to believe, and you can't give up. Anyway, with that, I hope you have a great day. I hope tomorrow's an even better day than today. And remember, enjoy the little things while you can. Enjoy your little victories. I by no means got rich today. I didn't do anything but do a few estimates. But man, I had some little victories today. My son gave me some victories. It was just awesome. It was a good feeling. That customer calling me up today, asking me for some help, that was a victory to me. Even though it isn't going to mean anything cash-wise to me, it meant something to me that somebody remembered me, that I could help them. What do people remember you for? Ask yourself that. And don't give up. Steady, even pressure. Don't forget, steady, even pressure. Anyway, with that, you have a great day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.